Radishes are a great crop for beginners to start with. They're certainly a very good seed for kids to get into gardening with. The seeds are large and easy to handle, and they're a light color so you can see them when they're on the soil. The real secret with radishes is timing. Radishes like to grow in cool soil, so you need to plant them in the early spring or in the fall after the summer heat has gone. Follow these instructions for most types of vegetable seeds and a lot of other seeds, and you'll have good success. It's helpful to mark out the rows so you can visualize where the plants are going to grow. Mix in some balanced organic fertilizer and use about a cup for every 3 meters or 10 feet of row. Use your fingertips to integrate the fertilizer into the soil. You can also use a little hand rake for this. Use a rake, a stick, or some other kind of tool to create an indentation or a line in the soil. This should be the depth specified for the type of seed that you're planting, and the seed packet should tell you how deep to plant. In the case of radishes, it's about 1 centimeter or half an inch deep. Plant the seeds down the length of the trench. These large seeds can be spaced easily. Smaller seeds can be scattered in. It doesn't matter if you overseed it this time, because we're going to thin the seedlings later. Be sure to use a clearly labeled plant tag to identify the seeds. Close the trench by pulling a small amount of soil from either side. Radish seeds need to be covered, but only to that 1 centimeter or half-inch depth. Gently firm the soil in place by using the palm of your hand and running it down the row. Water the seeded row and keep it moist until germination. If it's rainy in the spring, that's a plus, but on dry days you should get out and give them a drink. A week or two after the seeds sprout, you may need to thin them. Thinning is the process of removing some of the overcrowded seedlings so that each plant has room to grow in the row. The seed packet will give you good advice on how far apart each plant should be. In the case of radishes, allow for 5 centimeters or about 2 inches between each seedling. The thin seedlings are edible, but they can also be transplanted. Failure to thin seedlings puts them in competition for light and moisture and nutrients. It may cause stunted growth or tangled roots, and it makes it generally harder to harvest them. Then simply keep the area watered during dry weather and keep an eye on them. The growth of radishes accelerates as the plants produce new leaves. Keep an eye on them as they grow. Finally, about 1 month after planting, the radishes will be ready for harvest. Enjoy! If you found this video helpful, please be sure to give us a thumbs up or leave a comment below. And for more instructional gardening videos, please subscribe to the West Coast Seeds channel.